right, I'm not even going to get into the plot of this movie because I think you genuinely just have to go see it for yourself. Yeah, we'd be here all day. I'm just going to, seriously, let's just get into it. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Oh my god, this movie blew me away in so many ways that I'm just going to have to really tell you how it made me feel, because getting into the plot and trying to summarize what happened in the story would be honestly kind of contradictory to the experience. I think you really have to just go into this movie blind and really kind of let the story be given to you, because honest to God, I didn't know what I was in for, and I was pleasantly surprised because I got so much more than I expected from this movie. And I think what is great is the trailers do a great job at keeping it vague and ambiguous enough to kind of keep you intrigued for what you might be in for. But at the end of the day, what this movie really does well is presents such a crazy, absurd concept in such an inventive, creative, and unique character-driven way that just gut-wrenched me throughout this film. I absolutely adored every element of this movie, and I'm not just saying that, I'm not just exaggerating. This movie reminds me of why films should be made. It really inspired me. And honestly, I was driving home thinking about it, and it just got me thinking about things in my life, things I want to do better for myself. And I can't really explain to you why, because I would give away the story of this film. But honest to God, when you get a chance to see it, because you must, whether it be in theaters or at home, this is unique, character-driven, amazing, inventive cinema that we need more of. I don't care that it's generic to say on YouTube in this time and age talking about movies. This film is so freaking amazingly unique. And it's such a breath of fresh air. The emotionally honest voice at the center of this movie was just something that really touched me, and I can't give it away, but as you're watching it, I think at a point, the movie does a good job at hooking you in with its characters and making you understand what this family is about in the movie, while really getting you introduced and massaging you in for what these characters might be going through. However, throughout the film, at some point, throughout maybe like Act 2, a dip does turn and the story takes a direction, and that is when you're either going to be on board with it or you're not. And if you're on board with it, awesome. If you're not, totally understandable. This movie is insane. It's absolutely batshit. But if you're on for the ride and in for the journey, you're in for something truly special. It is beautiful. It blew me away at how much true emotional resonance all the characters were able to reach in this movie. And it was a whole journey I didn't even expect to see. The way this movie is presented, it's presented with such color, such vivid imagery, and such unique execution in the way it presents what each character's inner conflict is in relation to their families. Truly, it's this main character, without giving too much away, is a mother. They're struggling with their relationship with their family overall, I'll say. And that's all I really give away. And the way this movie kind of tackles those inner demons and really conveys the emotion through these unique, funny, and sometimes really hilarious moments that just had me at times laughing my ass off, laughing hilariously, straight to the next scene, making me cry my eyes out. It's hard to really convey. This review is kind of scatterbrained. How about this? I'll talk about the editing and the pacing. The pacing of this movie is perfect. The editing is freaking fantastic. I think this is the best edited movie I've seen in years. There's an Edgar Wright-like quality to the editing that really carries the story along and really keeps you as an audience member engaged, while there's so much that is covered in this movie, so much information, so many characters, so many backstories, and so many interesting little details that are rather explored, and different perspectives are explored throughout the movie's story, that by the end you could feel like the journey would feel long or long-winded or overdone, or maybe you're waiting for the credits to roll. But the movie does a great job at really propelling you along the story and really keeping you engaged and moved along at a pace to where you're not only just engaged, but you're also still gripping onto those emotionally slower and more character-driven moments where you're really breathing with this family, you're breathing with these individual character interactions, but they're also intertwined and spliced with fantastic action sequences and great comedy bits that work, that don't distract from the emotion and never detract, but only add to more the personality of the way this film is conveyed. And oh my gosh, I could just talk about it all day. I'm so excited. I love this movie. Go watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. It is truly Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't care. I'm making the puns today. I'm making the jokes. I'm fanboying out. I love this movie. I feel like a kid talking about it. Like, I'm sitting here trying to be that guy that can just find something negative to say about this movie, like in terms of just anything that displeased me. But for me, it did everything I kind of wanted in terms of just giving me something that truly made me think. And this movie is truly special, and I can't tell you exactly why, because it would truly do it a disservice. I just think you should go see Everything Everywhere All at Once and give it a chance. I think this movie deserves to get money and really get recognition, because it is truly one of the most unique things I've seen this year and in years, period. Go watch this movie. This review is so scatterbrained. I'm sorry, but look, I got to put something up, and like, go watch it.